Speakeasy.
Speakeasy fingers.
Boom. So,
All right, so we're here. Jordan's in an undisclosed location.
that's right.
A bunker.
Yeah, bunker somewhere in Holiday Inn Express. Yeah, we're gonna do. So last week we did the contradiction versus the contradiction rye. This week we're doing the contradiction rye versus this Old Scout 107 single barrel pick that Jordan supplied us with, and he has a sample of each.
Yep.
We're all
Start it
gonna,
off.
so our Karens are filled with the rye,
Yeah.
and it's time to raw dog. And as we said last week, I'm going to be the last to raw dog because of the tobacco influences that Jordan smells.
I had to take a screenshot.
Squeak that one out.
Get take a screenshot.
Yeah, I'll probably post something about it. But anyway, what are we starting?
Rye, babe. Do a
Rye.
raw dog.
Raw dog.
Rye first, raw dog and the rye.
Okay.
You go squirt the ketchup bottle in your mouth.
Don't shoot your eye.
Money shot.
That's so cute.
Don't shoot your eye out, babe.
Yeah, no doubt.
She's hot.
So then again, this is a 105 proof blend of straight rye whiskeys. Batch number 7, bottled by James. So
The
Thank you,
rye is
James.
105.
107.
107.
No.
No, 105.
this is 105.
105. 105.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. That's what I thought I heard.
And I get that sweet caramel. Not a whole lot of spice. It's just
After you get done
sweet
with the
goodness.
Fireball, you got a lot of vanilla and caramel and.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys that out of an opening this big, what do you think it smells like?
I would say
Straight alcohol.
alcohol.
Yeah. But when I pour it into here, it's much more pleasant.
Now, is that the Holiday Inn, Karen?
It smells like paraffin
Sure enough.
and
Rubbing alcohol.
no, I get a lot of sweet. There's something else on it though.
A lot of sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Could be all that salsa we ate earlier, too.
You missed out some
Yeah,
fabulous
I was going
salsa.
to ask what all you guys did today.
Well, I made homemade hot salsa and brought it in.
It was on point, babe.
We made a trip to India and back
I
before.
knew that. I saw you guys at 5:50 this morning.
That sucked.
Yeah.
Did you guys get everything you needed, though?
Yeah.
Yes,
We're back up.
Okay, cool.
I get something different in that from the raw dog. It's an upfront taste. It hits you right as soon as you swallow. I get it, but it's not the alcohol. It's not the caramel.
No.
There's a flavor there, and I can't put my thumb on it.
There's some
I'm
kind
getting,
of.
I'm getting a fruity profile tonight, boys. What are you getting out of the Holiday Inn, Karen?
I'll be honest with you. I'm raw dogging it out of this sample thing that I provided, and this is on me. I should have used glass because it tastes like fucking plastic. I'm serious. It smells like plastic, and it tastes like plastic. But these are just cheap little bottles I use for syrup concentrate that I got on Amazon. But honestly, I thought not being in here 24 hours, it wouldn't make a big difference. I guarantee you guys aren't smelling what I'm smelling. I mean, it smells like a Barbie
I almost
doll
get like
on
a star
barbecue
anise
grill.
right off the.
You get star anise.
Yeah. Anise.
Marshall's smelling the star
Star
anise.
anise.
I get a anise, like a black licorice almost as soon, right after I drink it, that spice, a little black licorice almost tonight.
Well, here's
Whatever.
my thing is I want to skip ahead of you guys to see if I smell the same thing in this, because then I'll know it's the container.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. So I totally screwed that up.
Your
'Cause I have
samples are
little glass
tainted.
ones too. I just didn't have them handy. So I'll do my best. I'll make some shit up as we go.
But I get a lot more smell out of the raw dog bottle
I do
than
too.
than I do out of Karen.
Out of the Karen, it's just straight alcohol on the nose.
I'm not gonna say I get more smell out of it.
I get
You
more
don't
sweetness
get the
out of
alcohol.
that.
Yes, you don't get the alcohol as much, which
But I get to me, it's a stronger scent, stronger sweet and caramel scent out of the bottle than this even comes close to.
I agree.
Well,
Wait, what are these jokers in the background doing? I saw Stacy throw her hands up. I see these people. What are they doing?
They're shelling peanuts.
Yeah.
Kenzie's got her freaking head in her hands. What's going on back there?
Well, actually,
She
people
knew
driving
she
by.
got busted for something because they're talking about me. What's happening?
Laughing at the cars driving by.
They're
noticing.
laughing at Orleans' finest.
so,
Okay, fine.
babe, can you give us a little history on this Old Scout?
107.
Okay, so that I don't know when the last year they did those single barrel picks were, but there for a long time when you did a single barrel pick of Old Scout, it was Old Scout 107. That's sourced from Dickel and MGP, so that's a blend.
Okay.
But it's 107 because of the proof. I'm almost certain that came from Crazy Horse in Bloomington. So a lot of, people watching will certainly be. They did a single barrel pick, and we talked about it in that last video. But Old Scout caught fire really early on because of those honey barrels, and they sold. It basically made Smooth Ambler sell out to the point to where it was like, well, we have to discontinue the Old Scout because we can't maintain this level of integrity, I guess, for lack of a better term, for the product. But these barrel picks are somewhat sought after because, but they're a blend, and I think that the original Old Scout was like that 13. Was the Old Scout that we tried? Was that the Old Scout? Was that the 13-year-old? I can't remember.
I don't know. There wasn't an age profile on there anywhere.
But they do make a 13.
Or an age statement.
And,
Which
somebody texted me about that today, and
that one does not say bourbon.
13, and
That says whiskey.
This is an American whiskey.
Does not say bourbon on it.
107 is.
Yes. So it's not.
It is not 51%.
Or
It wasn't thrown in an oak barrel.
a new barrel. Could have
New
been.
oak barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a blend. I know that. You can look. It's sourced from Dickel and MGP.
So that's what you was talking about yesterday, saying Dickel always is known for selling their good stuff and keeping their crap for themselves,
Yeah.
which
But
is awesome.
Almost apple.
I know that
Yeah.
all the single barrel picks, when you did a single barrel pick of Old Scout back in 2018, 2019, whatever the years were, it was always 107. And I assume they have to proof it down to 107 because how are you going to get that every time?
Right.
So they were proofing it down to 107 for some reason. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I've never even read that label. It may give you some information, but
Negative, Ghost Rider.
oh, okay.
Let's raw dog it.
Let's do her.
So on this one, I get apple and a little bit of honey.
Holy moly.
But I prefer it out of the raw dog versus the Karen.
That does not drink like a 107 proof.
What I do know about this particular barrel pick, this Crazy Horse barrel pick, is a guy with a lot more money than I have bought every last bottle Crazy Horse had when he was in there eating dinner one night, and that's where this came from. And they didn't just have 4 bottles laying around. I think he bought upwards of 50-some bottles, maybe more. But he drank it, liked it, and bought all. He said, I want all the rest that you will sell me. And my bottle came out of his stash. I do know
Smoky.
that.
Mm-hmm.
There's,
I get more smoke on it than I do the sweet. Like I get a lot of sweetness out of that, no smoke. But this one, and it's not like mustache or anything. It's
not spicy.
There's a lot of smoke to it.
Wait till
Not
you
spicy.
Wait till you put that in your pie hole there.
So I raw dogged that this morning at about 5:55.
Yep. What was your thoughts when you raw dogged it? Do you remember?
I really thought it was good, and I got a lot of the stuff that I really like out of it, like
That is like 40 proof.
It does.
I was gonna say that
I don't
drink.
want to say
Well, and
I hate
Dickel's
using the term
notorious for
earthy,
their
but it's
old
not like
stuff
you're
being
eating dirt, but
really,
I
really
got
weak on
like
proof.
a smoky tobacco-y this morning, and that's the kind of, like, it'd be like chewing on the smoke Cody's blowing in my face if I were there.
Hey, whatever you're into, babe.
To each their own.
So it says on the back of the bottle, this is a union of two whiskeys distilled from classic bourbon mash bills. One is aged in new oak barrels. The other matures in rejuvenated, recharred bourbon casks.
So that's why it's not a bourbon.
That's why it's not a bourbon.
Because
I thought Babe said there was no info on the label.
Well, I was looking at the front, babe.
He's looking at the front. He reads the pictures, babe.
Pictures. There was no wasn't a picture book.
It wasn't a pictorial.
he was checking for that Mickey's thing in the bottom of the can.
Yeah.
So, and it explains on here that that's why it's not a bourbon. Dun, 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 unique character and drinkability.
I get a lot of vanilla
It is
out of this
good.
one.
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
And it's very drinkable.
Yeah, blended from
I get no plastic in this.
Zero.
Yeah, zero plastic. Blended from whiskeys distilled in Indiana and Tennessee, obviously. Dude, yeah, that's
I'm getting caramels.
that's
getting
definitely a
vanillas.
honey barrel for sure. That's not what I expected out of 107 proof.
I got honey
No.
flavor out of this. And I mean, the honey barrel has nothing to do with that.
No.
But I got green apple and honey out of this, out of the Karen. And on the nose on this, I'm getting vanillas and almost a maple syrup.
I was gonna say there's a syrupy.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm leaving some in the rye, and I'm gonna leave some in the 107.
And we'll hit it back.
I'm gonna cap them off and bring them to you guys on Saturday, because I want you to smell what I'm smelling.
Does it?
No, I mean, I say that to be funny, yes, but at the same time,
You remember?
to seriously show you it matters what you store it in, drink it out of,
Yeah.
et cetera, because
So-
you guys won't believe it.
Does it remind you? You remember when we were in school? They used to serve us the milk in the plastic bags, and it used to taste like the plastic.
Like, I'm looking for. I need something to poke a hole in
Something to
this thing.
jab a hole in that thing for
I get-
sure.
I get like big leaf cut chewing tobacco smell, like Red Man, Levi
Now
Garrett.
you're saying that to rub it in, because I like that. I like that shit.
No, it's definitely got a tobacco. It's got a tobacco-y.
But it's not like wintergreen skull or anything. It's like
No.
that big full leaf or plug,
Levi Garrett
Mammoth
or
Cave
Mammoth
twist.
Cave,
Yeah. Big tobacco nose.
The nose on it for me is a lot more enjoyable than the taste. To me, as soon as you drink it, it's gone. Which
Yes, and I get that. Yeah. It
So
falls.
you
It's super smooth.
You would prefer something that had a longer finish.
yes, the
Yeah,
finish
it
up-
doesn't- it
like
doesn't
the
have
rye. The rye will stick around for a bit. You can experience a little bit more what's going on. Whereas this, it's hot. I get it on my tongue, and then it
I don't
immediately.
even think it's hot.
It
Well,
doesn't
well-
taste like a 107.
No.
Well, I mean, so I get what you're saying. Like up front, I get almost like you just put a spoonful of maple syrup in your mouth, but just that flavor, and then it hits the Diet Coke taste, that artificial sweetener, that saccharin, that equal, that I get that. You get the spice of a little bit of the spice of the alcohol,
Which is
more
delicious, by the way.
more so out of the Karen than I did the bottle. And you swallow it, and it's gone. The
Yeah,
flavor
it's
profile is there. There's a little smokiness right
Well,
after you hit it.
And like I was saying, Dickel's notorious for their older, better stuff being super low proof. You know, it's not uncommon.
Tasting super low proof. Yeah.
Well, tasting and actually
proofing it down.
proofing out at a super low proof. But that's part of the reason why it's so drinkable as well. Like I've got some of the bottled and bond Dickel at home, and it hangs around a lot more like the rye does than what this juice does.
So I have a hydrometer at home. Maybe we ought to start bringing in actually proofing what we're drinking to see if it's close to what it is.
To see if it is what it says it is. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Because I do have a proofing hydrometer at the house. I don't know why I got it, auction or something or other.
Because
But
you're our resident freaking scientist. That's why you've got it. He acts like he doesn't know why he's got a hydrometer. He knows exactly why he's got a hydrometer. Don't let him bullshit you.
Did Stacy just blow a big cloud or something?
She flipped you off, by the way.
I mean, you look like a 91 Volkswagen with too much oil in it right there. What's going on? You're on camera. You're on my camera. Oh!
You can see
shoot,
her.
I didn't realize. Like, I'm the only one that can see that. Like, my camera's the only thing that can see that.
Like, dude, you're behind the table. You're at the head of the table, and the rest of the world
you're looking
is
at the
this
peanut
way.
gallery.
Yeah, your camera is right there.
We better, we better edit that out, maybe.
Nah, there's no editing that out. It's staying.
It's part
Don't
of
we, we'll put a pop up over it.
Yeah, Caleb can edit that out, right?
Mm-mm.
For me, after tasting both of them, I'm going for the rye. I enjoyed the 107, but chances are, if I had it, I'm drinking it with a Diet Coke.
Are you serious?
I swear.
Oh, believe me, I
So-
don't get offended because of that.
So-
I've never had it before this morning, so.
So let me give you my call on that one, and I kind of agree with him, but I'm not drinking it with Diet Coke for sure. It's got enough saccharin in it. But
A root beer.
Root beer,
I
that's right.
like the complexity with a little bit of the bite of the rye, the contradiction rye.
Yep.
I love the smoothness of this 107. It is fantastic. Has a great nose. It leads you on, like there's something else there, and then it falls short. Whereas this one, you get the big full sweet nose, and then when you take a drink of it, you get that big full sweet hit.
Okay,
Um,
let me ask you this. Piggybacking on what exactly you just said, does it surprise you that the rye's more complex than a blended?
Well, they're both blended. They're both blended
Two
ryes.
different places,
No, one's a whiskey, one's a
or
rye.
do you think that it's blended as such to not be as complex?
And it could be the rye, but even like last week's Just a Straight Contradiction has that same big sweet nose, big sweet taste. So I mean, to me it kind of follows that Smooth Ambler is kind of keeping to that, and then this single barrel pick, which is fantastic. It's just when you nose it, you're expecting more when you drink it, and it's kind of a letdown at the end. It's good. It's very good. It'll get you in trouble because you drink a half a bottle and think, and you're gone.
Yeah.
But
No. I want to make an old fashioned with this. I think this would make.
My thing was, I'm asking you as the resident scientist, are you surprised it's not more complex, because you mentioned the complexity, are you surprised it's not more complex because it's a blend of two completely different things?
I'm
Or do
surprised.
you think that's done intentionally to smooth
it-
it down?
it could
to
be
make
that.
sure-
I think I'm surprised.
It
it's
could
not-
be that the barrel, the reusing the bourbon barrels has tamed it down a whole lot. So you're going to get that aging of that reused barrel, but most of the tannins, most of that
get all
vanilla
that.
taste has gone out of it. Whereas
Right.
this one is a blend of straight rye whiskeys, not necessarily a bourbon,
And
but
again, we couldn't be comparing two more different. I mean,
exactly.
say
Yes,
apples
I get
No,
that.
you-
Yes,
You
that
got
rye,
you're two different ends of the
that's a
spectrum.
rye, that's a rye.
You
That-
got an
that's
apple
not
and a
high
grapefruit
rye
here.
bourbon. That's 51. That's a blend of whiskeys that are at least 51% rye.
Yeah, no, you're comparing an apple to a grapefruit right now. I mean,
Exactly.
that's just where you're at. Personally, me, I'm just shocked. I'm kind of with Cody. I want a hydrometer. I want to make sure this thing's running at 107 because It does not. Absolutely.
We'll put it in our bourbon kit.
Yeah. It absolutely does
Yeah.
not hit,
We'll put
smell, or taste like a 107.
Put a graduated beaker
Yeah.
with a
And here's another
hydrometer.
thing I want to say, since my shit's apparently tainted because of
Yeah, your shit's got COVID.
whatever, but I want to say this too. You know, that bottle I've had for probably, I don't know, 4 years, never opened it. Probably never would have if we didn't do things at the Speakeasy the way we do them in the series and the this and the that. Like, open your shit up,
Yeah.
pass it around.
Drink it.
It's meant to be shared with friends.
It's not made to look at. It's made to
It's
enjoy.
made to enjoy.
To look at.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
So we never would have even
This shit
known
isn't
this.
furniture.
We never even would be having this conversation if the shit was never opened. If
Right.
it was just sitting there
Yep.
and looked at or forgotten about.
Smell
or
both of
whatever.
these side by side. I want to hear what you guys think.
Take the plastic off the couch and let's sit on it.
My other thought is someone new to bourbon and whiskeys. I would recommend the 107
100%.
over the rye. I think
Because it's
Thi-
smoother.
yes,
Because
yes,
of the subtleties of it.
Yeah.
I get that.
you could
Yeah.
easily.
You throw someone in on this bus here, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah,
That's too
I
much.
don't like
that's-
that.
That
Yeah.
may be a little bit.
She's
too much.
loud.
She is.
Yeah.
She's loud. She's the life of the party.
Yeah.
Smell both of these side by side and tell me what you think. Smell the rye and then smell the 107. Tell me what you think. And I'm gonna see if you
I get
pick
it.
up on the same. No, hang
get-
on. I want to see if he picks up on the same
I'm,
stuff.
I'm
or
not
if
gonna lie
his-
to you. My smeller's not the greatest tonight.
Is it not? Allergies that got you, babe?
They do, babe.
Well, here, I'll tell you what I got.
Plastic and plastic.
Plastic.
PBA.
Plastic.
PBA.
I swear to God, I'm leaving some in each for you guys to smell. This is unbelievable.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm getting
But hey, at
I'm
least we
getting
know this
sweeter
works.
notes
At
out of
least
the
we know
rye.
this
I'm not
method
getting much out of
works,
that
and
one.
If anyone's out of town and wants to chime in, they can. Just put your shit in glass.
What have you been drinking tonight, babe?
Me?
Yeah. Have you had?
Well, I had a bourbon
They're
slush on the
close.
way out.
So here's what I
But I get
Kind of bourbon was
I
that?
get the caramels, the vanillas. I get that stuff on the rye.
Yep.
First thing on the nose on the 107 is tobacco. Immediately, Levi Garrett loose leaf tobacco.
yeah, and
then,
that last
and then subtle.
yes, that last drink out of the Karen I got of the Old Scout. I got pear. Pear hit me on
I
the
was-
back of the palate.
I was getting some
Yep.
fruity notes. I couldn't
There's a
figure
little
out
bit
what
of
it
fruit
was.
in there. But that first nose on that is tobacco and then
And-
mild vanilla and
I get the vanilla, I get the caramel, but I also get maple syrup.
I will tell you this on that 107, even through the plastic, I can get the tobacco, the earthy,
yeah.
and I did drink it this morning and picked up on the same. I mean, I just took a very small raw dog this morning when I poured this sample. And
Strong
I was
vanilla in
thinking,
this
man,
one.
this
Strong
is
vanilla, strong, you know, like
And
a like a
and
550
like a
AU.
brown spice.
smell it again.
The brown spice.
Smell it again. I get bubblicious.
There's a little yeah.
The just
Now
Ju-
you're
a little,
speaking my
a
language.
little bit of a little. There is a little juicy fruit in there.
no, it's
tonight.
not juicy fruit. It's
Well,
it's Hubba Bubba.
Hubba
The-
bubba.
the-
It is
the pink-
Bazooka Joe.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, Bazooka Joe.
With or without the comic strip.
You gotta have the
Easy,
strip bag.
easy there. You gotta have the strip, babe.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I think
both-
that's
both fine bottles.
delicious.
I
wish I had a bottle of the
I'm gonna,
107.
For myself, I'm gonna pick the rye. I'm gonna drink it neat. This is good for someone just coming into the bourbon and whiskey world.
Which is crazy to say that about 107.
It doesn't taste like
It
100
doesn't
No, it
taste
does
like
not.
at all.
Right.
Not even close.
I'm,
And Marshall, I want
I-
to tell you this.
I hate to say this, but
If
if
you
somebody
wish you had a bottle of that, consider yourself having a bottle of that. What's mine is yours, and hopefully what's yours is mine.
I got some Four Roses. I know you're wanting to try. So yeah.
Yeah, I do want to try that limited edition.
and this one, if you had someone new to the game or a young kid just turned 21 and he's looking to get it to B, point A to point B, this one, if he shot that, he would not have the chicken wing.
No.
No.
And this one you're gonna get, and it's not that it's rough, but for a new bourbon drinker, new whiskey drinker, they're gonna throw a wing out there because it has that spice on the back end. It's got that little extra hit on the back.
Yep.
Now if that rye, you say what we say that rye is 105 proof.
105. And it,
Smell that.
and it hits like
You get Levi Garrett?
Yeah,
Bang.
immediately.
Yeah.
Started this craze with barrel proof rye. Wild Turkey has one out now that's supposedly really good.
I've got it. It's
Barrel
delicious.
proof rye is the thing. I don't want to say it's the thing of the moment, but it's a pretty hot thing right now.
It's a hot topic for sure.
If that right there was barrel proof, what do you guys think that would do to it? Would it make it more desirable, or would you be like,
I
man,
think
that's way too much?
No,
For me, I think it'd be way too much.
on the rye or the 107.
Now the rye, I'm talking.
I think it'd
strictly
probably
the
be
rye.
too much because
It'd
right
be
now,
too much,
right
'cause
now you get
it's-
that little spike on the back end. You get that alcohol hit up front.
like I took a raw dog of it a minute ago, and it's still
It's still with
If
you.
it were
It's still
barrel
there.
proof, so let's say these Jack Daniel barrel proof ryes, they're coming out anywhere from 127 to 137.
that's a lot, dude.
If that right there was 125
Fair.
proof, would you like it, or would you be like that's too much?
I would have to compare it to kind of like a Booker's. You know, Booker's comes out in that 121 to 125 as far as a bourbon, which I love Booker's, and for the amount of heat that it has, it does have great flavor. I don't know. It just depends on what it would do to the flavor profile. If it
I
blew,
mean, yeah, it's very speculative that
if
I
it
say that.
if it
but
blew the flavor
I'm just
profile out,
curious
then
because
I don't
everybody
think-
that's doing a rye now they want to do a barrel proof rye, and I just wonder what that would taste like as a barrel proof.
And I don't think it would blow the flavor out because yes, you're going to have a little bit more heat, but you're also not cutting that flavor with water.
right.
So you're going to have a
you're gonna
pure
get-
flavor profile
get
with
more
the
of that
alcohol. So it
spice
may
and-
be fantastic.
It may be. You might get more of that spice and that caramel and vanilla.
We
right
got a
off.
big white square on his face. You're down
Oh,
10%,
hang
babe.
on here. There we go.
I do?
No, you're good. It was my phone.
He's down 10% power.
Okay.
So
I'm
my,
picking the 107.
Marshall's going to 107.
So-
I'm going 107. I mean, I love the Contradiction Rye.
I enjoy both of them. 107 falls short. I agree with Matt on that one. Raw Dog over Glencairn. Glencairn over the Raw Dog.
100%. Yeah, I'm on board with that. I think I'm enamored with the 107 just because of how smooth it is at that proof. I mean,
And I give it, and I give it props to
I
that,
wish
but
it had a
I
longer
love-
finish. I do.
Yeah, I love the back end on that one, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm missing out on the 107.
No, I wish it did. I wish it had a
Yeah.
longer finish to it. But outside of that, I mean, that whiskey lacks nothing. It really does. I would drink
Cannonball.
that. Cannonball and the cigar. I'd drink that all day, every day. And definitely someone new to bourbon.
Marshall,
No, sir. I'm out.
Blowing smoke at you, babe.
here, coming at you.
Oh, they're smoking you out.
I can't wait.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I dropped
There,
the phone in anticipation.
there it is.
Ah.
I'm wafting you with it.
Yeah.
You can see it in the halo light.
You can. It's right there. It looks a little
Love
foggy.
it.
Little
Love
hazy.
it.
Well, I think tonight was a success doing
It was.
Jordan remote.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, I preferred over Watt because they both taste like shit where I'm coming from.
Well, we need to have you try them next week when you get back in town and try them
I'll
side
be
by
back
side.
Saturday, so
So-
I want you all to smell and sip this. You will be like, holy shit. I mean,
So-
I'm serious.
I can't
Like,
wait to get
it
cancer
is
from your plastic bottle.
unbelievable to me, and I really wouldn't have thought that would have happened within a day, but
So if we can get Kaylin to come back and do a quick video of us trying the plastic bottle and you trying the two bottles here and just add it and merge it in together,
Well,
I think that would make a beautiful.
I'll
I
bet
mean-
with our newly added AV team back
Yeah.
there in the
Yeah.
background.
Oh, yeah,
we
they're on
can
it.
probably make that happen pretty seamlessly.
Do we have credits at the end of our films?
Not yet. We're not there
Yeah.
yet. Well, One of these days,
Do it with some saran wrap and just pull it up in front of the camera.
right.
Come on.
I can't wait to drink the dishwater that Jordan's bringing back.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. But hey, thanks guys. Appreciate it.
No, thank you,
guys
sir.
Have a good day tomorrow. We'll see you on Saturday for the 1 year.
See you Saturday.
I don't know if
See you,
that
babe.
goes there or not.
Anywho, that's all I got.
Anywho.
You know what
So,
time it
Easy
is?
Fingers, Speakeasy After Hours Bourbon.
Yep.
Signing out. We love you
Signing out.
guys.
Love you guys.
Thanks for watching.